Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do I look? I looks great. Or hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm feeling more comfortable. I'm feeling more, at ease. But it's just because I had to re-record this, and like the last video I recorded, I don't know, like shit wasn't flowing. So I really want to make this one better, and yeah. But I'm new to this, so I'm gonna ease into it as we get up into the video. The nerves gonna start to settle down. But today we're gonna be talking about changing your frequency. Also, I don't know if I want to switch up my content a little bit. Not switch up my content, like I'm gonna be talking about the same type of like self-development and all of that. But I was just watching this podcast, and this woman was talking about how she didn't want to speak on something unless she was fully healed, because it's like you're speaking from a wound. And I was just thinking that, not that my last topics I was talking about, I haven't fully healed from them, but I'm still like practicing them, and I'm not like exactly where I want to be. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just start speaking on things that feel more like I don't know how to explain it. Do you guys get what I'm saying though? Like, I don't really want to speak on a topic unless I fully like, it's been years. I've been on a year with this like self-development, growth, whatever journey, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like I have a lot of experience. So I'm just going to talk about from the little experience that I do have. But yeah. But I think a good topic for me to talk about is changing your frequency, because this is really something that you can do in like a day. This isn't really consistency obviously shows huge results in your lives, but like you can really just shift your frequency in one day. It's all about the mind and whatever. But I do have my notes, so if I'm looking down, that is the reason. But yeah, your mindset is shaping how you are experiencing your life. I am a firm believer, and honestly, I feel like this is just truth, that your reality is a reflection of your mind and your mental state. I want to talk about what frequency actually means. I searched up the definition on Google, and it says it describes the rate at which a cycle repeats. The pitch of a sound of the color of light is determined by its frequency. And it's the same with like how your mind works and how energy works. When your frequency is determined on like how you act and like how you respond to different situations in your life, whether it's in a more positive state or a negative state. Obviously, if you react to situations more negatively and kind of like in a lack mindset, and you're constantly in doubt, and you're kind of like going in circles with certain things, you're not really trying to grow from situations, you're gonna be stuck in a low frequency. When you're in a negative state, you're more focused on problems, and you miss more opportunities in your life because you're so focused on the negative. You're not even trying to look towards the light. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in a more positive state, you notice possibilities for yourself, and you take action. You take action towards things that either are working towards your goals or working towards yourself, working towards a more positive outcome for yourself. And who don't want to feel like that? Like, who don't want to feel like that? You are experiencing your life solely off of your perspective, why would you not want to have a more perspective on life? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? I think there's a little chart or whatever too. Like, there's a chart for all the frequencies or whatever, and the feelings you're feeling, how low. I know, like, shame and guilt or whatever are all on near the bottom, and I know enlightenment is at the top, and just, like, you know, positive things are at the top. But you see the correlation here? When you constantly think positive thoughts and positive things, your reality is just going to be more positive because it's focusing on that. Where your attention goes is where energy flows. That's how I was going to say. Yeah, where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you have if you're more focused on positives, it's just your life's gonna reflect positivity. If you're focused on, if your energy is going towards negative things, you're just gonna get negative energy back to you. There is definitely ways you can change your frequency, and these are things that I have also practiced. Mind you, you guys, I've literally, before, like a year ago, before I've like, you know, really came back to myself, really, I was like in this state of like hopelessness all the time. Like, I just thought life couldn't be good for me. Like, I just felt like I felt stuck, I guess, in the life that I was living, and nothing would ever change. And that literally is what was reflecting back to me, because I was so stuck in that like sad and depressed and state. You're only noticing just the negative things that are in your life. You're not even able to see the good because you're stuck in that negative mindset. But things that I started doing to change my frequency is paying attention to my thoughts, rewiring your mind to just think positively. Like, you need to notice whenever you're thinking negatively, whether that's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm looking ugly today. First off, do not be talking like down on yourself or bad about yourself, because that literally, like, your brain can't tell the difference. I know there's something along the lines of that, but like, when you say things out loud that are not nice to yourself, your mind kind of like takes that in and really, like, you know what I'm saying, internalizes it, whatever. But yeah, pay attention to your thoughts whenever you notice a negative thought coming in, and that comes with anything, switch it to something more positive. And I've literally seen so many results from this. Like, affirmations, definitely something I 100% recommend. I know people are iffy about affirmations because they're like, oh, well, why would I tell myself something if I know that it's not true? Well, you're telling yourself stuff, even those negative thoughts that you have in your mind aren't true, but you tell yourself them all the time that you just think that it's truth. The same thing is with affirmation. If you keep telling yourself good things about yourself, good things about your life, eventually you're just going to believe it because you fed your mind that so many times. But affirmation is definitely super, super, super helpful if you are consistent with it, and you have to put feeling to it. You can't just say affirmations and kind of just like say it, and then in your head you're thinking, oh no, but I know that's not true. Like, you really need to feel it. You need to own it. You need to just believe it. Build small habits: gratitude, journaling, meditation, movement. Gratitude is so important. Appreciating your life for what it is. Gratitude, literally wake up in the morning and list, or if you don't want to write or whatever, but think about at least 3 things that you are grateful for. Be grateful for having the opportunity to wake up in the morning, that you have another chance at life. You're able to experience life, even if your circumstances aren't the best. There's at least 3 things that you should be grateful for. You have a bed to wake up to. You have water. You have food. You have, you know what I'm saying? Be grateful for that. Be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for your mind. Be grateful for the way you think. Be grateful for the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Going outside is something I really recommend if you want to practice gratitude and gratefulness too, because when you really are present with yourself in nature, especially, like you really can like focus on the beauty and really like you're noticing it and you're taking it in, and be grateful for your breath, and you can like pay attention to things that are beautiful. And I feel like in nature it's such a good example too, because it's just always going to be there, and it's always something that's like a part of life, and it's always beautiful. Like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Notice the birds chirping and how beautiful it sounds. Be grateful for how blue the sky is, or how green the leaves and the grass are. You know what I'm saying? Like just little things. And when you focus on gratitude, it allows you're slowly, like this is literally something you can practice. When you focus on gratitude and appreciation, your mind is going to just adapt to that kind of way of thinking, and it's just going to automatically look for positives and gratefulness in your life. Journaling is really good for changing your frequency. I feel like I journal every single day. I love to journal what I'm grateful for. I journal about a lot of things like self-concept work and just journal prompts and whatever. I love journal prompts. I feel like they're a good way of getting to know yourself, and you can find journal prompts on like gratitude and just writing things that you love about yourself and about life and about people in your life, or songs that you love. Like list things that you just love and are grateful for. Write affirmations about yourself. Write beautiful things about yourself. And yeah, I think you're not even gonna realize it, but like literally you're just gonna wake up and just be, that's just gonna be your natural state. Like your natural state is automatically just gonna be just at a higher frequency. Even if you're just chilling, you're just, you know what I'm saying? Meditation. I love meditating. Like I literally feel like that's like the perfect time for your brain to reset, for you to really focus. Oh, meditation. Usually when I meditate, it's really different every single time, and there's different like meditation practices you can do. You can meditate on gratitude, or strengthen your self-concept while meditating, however you want to meditate. But those are ones, I guess, that I recommend. You just focus your attention on positivity. And yeah, I think there's definitely, I know that there's on YouTube, there's probably, what's the word? Guidance or something. I don't know what the word is, but guidance meditations. Yeah. But when you're meditating, it kind of allows you to focus your attention on one thing, focus it on positivity and gratefulness and appreciation. And yeah, good way to train your brain. Movement, working out. This is just good for your mental health in general. And I don't think people realize how important it is for your mental health. And yeah, just moving your body, dancing, really, like even if you're just alone in your room. I'm not really like in public. I'm a little like, I'll do a little, but like dancing in your room by yourself higher your frequency instantly. It just puts you in a positive state. Just moving your arms and limbs. I know that it brings out that one, not serotonin. Is it serotonin? I don't know. Whatever. Good vibrations. Good energy coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? Good things come from that. Yeah, overall, just taking care of yourself in general. Speaking kindly to yourself. Like speak to yourself like how you would your best friend. And wake up every morning and just say that you love your life. And it's life-changing, bruh. I don't know, like it just changed my whole perspective. Like literally when I started practicing these things, it's like I'm just excited. I'm excited for life. I'm excited to wake up for morning. Like I feel like I can even, okay, like school, for example. Oh my god, middle school, I wouldn't even go to school. I went to school like 2 times a week. Now it's like I just look at it as like I am the creator of my own experience, because we are. You can make school or work or whatever you can make that a good experience for you. You are just the one that has to do it. Smile at people, make conversation with people, talk to the people you're working with, and you create your experience. So whatever brings you joy, just bring it into the workplace, school, whatever. Oh, like at school, I like whenever I'm thinking about going to school, I'm like, okay, well, here's your opportunity to smile at people. You can make your friends feel good. You can whatever, and that energy just comes back to you. And yeah, you got to look at every day as a good day. Even if you're having the worst day, there's at least one thing up in there that makes it a good day. You just have to be intentional. You have to be very intentional about this. Everything that you're doing, be intentional about it. Bring positivity into your life intentionally. But yeah, do I want to end it here? Practice focusing on the things going good in your life intentionally. Oh, that's what I just said. That's how I ended it. Okay, period. Yeah. Be intentional about this. Practice this. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I feel a lot better about this one than I did my last one. I think in my last one, I was just feeling a little more self-conscious. I'm feeling good. I'm happy. Yeah, I feel like just talking about this put me in a good mood, so I'm just happy right now. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. If you watch this whole thing through, I don't know, I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys.